I believe that if we are honest with ourselves, that the most fascinating problem in the world is who am I? I don't think there can be any more fascinating preoccupation than that, because it's so mysterious, it's so elusive. What do you mean? What do you feel when you say the word I myself? What do you think you are?
Hey class! So for my final project, I decided to do a little documentary, basically kind of touching on who I am and my self-concept. I decided to do chapter 8 in the book. So I guess I will be talking to you. I will be talking to you pretty much just about who I am as a person, how I identify, and the things that make me me. So here we go. So who am I as a person? I guess I'm a kind, loving, motivated, caring, selfless person. And anyone that could tell you anything about me would say these things. I'm sometimes funny, sometimes annoying and a brat, according to my boyfriend. So I guess it all just depends on who you talk to and how people see me, and this perception people have of me really influences how I see myself and how I act. So if people think I'm caring, that makes me want to keep being that caring person. If one day I'm feeling not so pretty and my boyfriend tells me how beautiful I am, that makes me feel beautiful. How do I identify? Well, I guess the first thing is that I always ever tell anyone when I introduce myself is that I'm Panamanian, because I'm so proud of it. I am a Latina. I was born in Panama. It's just identify myself as Hispanic, but again, who I'm interacting with has a lot of influence on that. Growing up, it affected a lot of who I was. Like I said, being a woman of color, sometimes I wasn't Hispanic enough for the kids that look more Hispanic, or I wasn't Black enough for the girls that were African American. So it was hard for me to find somewhere to really fit in and like think of how I really identify. And one of the main reasons why I chose this topic or this part of the book is because learning a lot about this brought back a lot of the feelings that I had growing up and being confused as to how I wanted to identify myself or who I was. So, present who I am. My culture and my background is a big part of who I am as a person. At my mom's house, we have everything Panama pretty much, because we're just so proud of where we come from. So I identify with that a lot, and that's a huge part of my identity and a huge part of my personality. So this is mine. This is the national dress of Panama. It's called the pollera. And of course I have one because, like I said, I'm very proud of my culture, and it just defines me all around as a person. Seeing my parents work really hard to provide the little things for my brother and I that we had. So growing up and going to school and, just not having as nice things as all the other kids, just that's what put in my mind and gave me that mentality growing up that there was no other option, no other choice but to go to school, but to get an education and get a good job. And seeing how hard my parents worked to bring us from another country to this country just so we can have an education, just so we can have those opportunities and open those doors. I feel like I owe it to them to be someone, to make. Growing up with that mentality is just what has contributed a lot to my success. The positivity and just growing up being nurtured and loved kind of gave me that positive outlook on life, and it has contributed a lot to my successfulness. And as I was doing my research for this project, I came upon a book where they discussed how a positive environment, positive self-esteem has a positive impact on how you do in life and how will you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little film I made. Had a lot of fun doing it. So thanks.